Welcome dear students to another class of informatic practices. Today we are going to talk about data types more. This particular window we have already seen about it. So data type means the type of data which a variable can hold and the operations that can be performed on those data type. So here the categorization also we have seen in earlier class, but again I am telling this that data types in Python are categorized into numbers, sequences, sets, none and mappings. Number is further classified into integer, floating point, complex number and boolean. And sequences are still classified into strings, list and tuple. So we will see about this string, list and tuples also one by one. Sets and none are other data types, and mapping includes dictionaries. So let's move to numeric data type. So in numbers data type, we have already checked that integer means all the positive, negative and zero numbers. Floating point means the numbers that are having uh, decimal numbers, and complex numbers are having iota. Okay, and apart from that there is boolean data type, that is also a type of integer, and it is unique data type that consists of two constant, either true or false. True is a value that is non-zero and false is considered as zero value. So this we have already seen. Okay, and with the complex number we can check that which is real, that is you can say integer part, and which is imaginary part. So here 3 is a real part and the 4 is the imaginary part in this particular number. 2 minus 2 iota means 2 is a real part, and next to with iota is known as imaginary part. So like this we can check with the function that which is in the imaginary part and which is real part. Okay, so this is about numeric data type. Numeric data types, now we see that why we have switched to other data types. So values of simple data types like integer, float, boolean, etc., they are used to hold a single value, that is one value at a time. But such variables are not useful whenever we want to store multiple data types. Examples: name of months in a year, names of students. Like we want multiple data types, more than one data value if we want to store in a variable. Name and numbers in a phone book or list of article, etc. So for those data types, or for list of artifacts in a museum, for such type of different types of data type that having multiple data, so if we want to store them in some variable, we need a sequence data type. So sequence data type is further categorized into strings, list and tuples, mapping data types and dictionaries. Okay, so these are the other data types. So let's start with sequence data type, that is first is string. So Python Python sequence is an ordered collection of items. That means this sequence data type, it is a collection of items where each item is indexed by an integer value. That means whatever we are storing, it is stored at some index value. Like in book we are having index, similarly. Okay, three types of sequence data types are available in Python. There are strings, list and tuple. So let's start with a string and then we will see tuples and list also. Okay, string means, string is a group of characters. So these characters can be alphabet, digits or single characters also, that is having spaces. So string values, they are always enclosed in quotations, either in single quote, double quote or triple quote. Okay, so see here the example string 1 and string 2, this also we have seen in previous literals. So this is the same case. Okay, with data types. Okay, next is list. Now list is new to you, and list is always enclosed in square brackets. Okay, so they are items, different items, they are separated by comma, and it can contain more different types of data types. Like see, list 1 is the name that we have given to a variable, and in this square brackets we are storing different types of data. So 5, 3.4, New Delhi, 20C and 45. So 5 is integer, 3.4 is floating point number, and New Delhi is a string. So like this we can store different types of data types in list. And if you are printing it, then you will see that output 5, 3.4, New Delhi, 20C, 45. Okay, so this is about list. Next is tuple. Now there is difference between list and tuple. List is always enclosed in square brackets and tuple is always enclosed in parentheses. Okay, this is also storing a different types of data type but with the different type of bracket. And the difference between list and tuple we will see when we will go through this chapter in a more detail. Okay, so see here, Once you created list, we cannot change items in the tuple. In tuple, we cannot change the item, but in list, we can change the item. Similarly to list, item may be of different data types. The different types of data types we can store in both the things, but once created, we cannot change the items that we have given in tuple. So this is the difference between list and the tuple. And if somebody is asking what is main difference between list and tuple, then you can say that tuple are enclosed in parentheses, list are enclosed in square brackets. The items that are stored in list, they are changeable, or you can say mutable, and the items that we store in tuples, they are immutable, or they cannot change. We cannot change the items in tuples. So this is the difference between list and tuple. And list and tuple and string, they comes under the category of data type sequence, that can store multiple types of values. Next is mapping. Mapping means like in sequences, they are ordered set, but mapping, it stores data type in unordered way, that is not an unorganized manner. Okay, so currently only one data type comes under the category of mapping, that is dictionary. Okay, so dictionary in Python, that stores data in a form of key value pair. One thing is known as key, and another the thing that it associated with is known as value. So this is always enclosed in square bracket, this curly brackets. Okay, so bracket difference is there. If you are declaring something as a dictionary, then you have to use the curly braces. Okay, every key is separated from its value with a colon symbol. So there, here is an example given, dict1. Dict1 means dictionary 1, and it is equal to, and then we have given the curly brackets. So fruit is a key value, and fruit stores a value apple. Okay, so fruit is key and apple is a value to that particular key. Similarly, climate is a key and cold is the value to that particular climate. So this key and value, they are separated with a colon symbol, and comma is separating two keys and values. Okay, and if you are printing this dictionary 1, then you will get these values as a result. And we can print the price, or in kg it is given. So we can directly access the particular value with a key also. So here say print bracket dictionary 1. Dictionary 1 is a data type, and with that we want the value of that particular key price. Price की हमें value निकालनी है key. की क्या है, सॉरी, प्राइस एक की है जिसकी हमें वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करनी है. तो प्राइस क्या है, की. तो की से हम वैल्यू को प्रिंट करवा सकते हैं डिक्शनरी में. सो दिस इज द एग्जाम्पल, यू कैन ट्राई इट and you can see what results you are getting. So this is about dictionary. So these data types we will explore more in the upcoming chapters, but in this introductory chapter this is all about data types. Okay, so we are having numeric data type, we are having sequences. Sequences include string, list and tuple. We are having another data type, that is mapping, that includes dictionary. And sets is also a data type, that is storing values in a form of sets, and none is also a special data type. So we have completed data types in this. Let's see more about this list or sequences that we have seen by doing some practicals. So see here, this list is the name of the list 1. In place of list 1 you can write anything else also, and with this square brackets it is representing that this is a list. So we have given values 5, 3.4, New Delhi, 20C, because they are strings, so we have taken them in double quotes, 45. And when you are writing list 1, it will give the value of list. So these are the values that we have stored in this list, and we can check the type of this list 1 by using type method. So see, this is giving as a type as a list. Next is now I have written here a command. So this command will not work anyway, but it is just describing that we are using tuple, and tuple name is tuple1. So here I have written tuple1, and in this we are using parentheses. These brackets are known as parentheses. 10, 20, apple 3.4a. So these are holding different types of values, and here I have printed tuple1, and then this is the result of this tuple. And data type we can also check by writing type tuple1. So this is defining its type, that is tuple. Here I have given a dictionary dict1, and fruit is the key and apple is the value. Climate is a key, cold is a value, price is a key, 120 is a value. and this, if I am writing the dictionary 1, then it is showing me the results that is hold in this key value pair. And if I want to access the particular value of a key, I can write like this: dictionary 1 dict 1, and this bracket, this square bracket. And to access this we are using this square bracket. It is not that we are doing the dictionary, is not list, okay. And with the price kg we are accessing its value, that is 120. So see here, this is the price and its value is 120. So like this we can access. And in complex number, I have written one complex number here. It is wrong because this is not the way of writing complex number. So it is written in the form of integer and then plus and then with some value, imaginary value, and j. So this is a correct syntax. It is invalid, so it is showing invalid. So if I want to access the real part, that is 3 is the real number and 4.0 is the imaginary number. So for that there is a function real. So for using that I have to write z dot real. Z is a variable and I want to access the real part of that, so I am writing z dot real. So it is giving me a value 3.0 of the real part, this one. And if I want to access the imaginary part, I can write z dot image for accessing the imaginary part. So this is all about today's class practical also. So just try to run this on IDLE. Thank you.